Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Fitness. I'm your host Mike Lee here at Legends of Pittsburgh Fitness and Performance Center. What's going on?
Hey Mike.
How you doing, Dallas Collusion?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What, are you stealing my shot?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am. Hey everyone.
So Dallas, besides stealing my shot, what are you doing?
I'm warming up and getting ready for this week's fitness training tip.
Okay, what's this week's fitness training tip?
We're gonna work this out.
This thing.
You know what that is?
Yeah, the wingding, the chicken flat.
The what?
The wingding, you know, you eat the wingdings. Oh, I eat wingdings.
The tricep.
Nobody, you don't because you look like this. Anyway, I'm a little busy. I'm trying to intro the show.
Okay.
Intro the show. So.
Okay, yeah, you're so busy. Hey, I'll help you. Let's make it real easy. It's Fitness on Fox from Legends of Pittsburgh Fitness Center. It's that easy. We're done. Let's go.
You're always stealing my thunder. What's up with that?
Come on,
Why?
Mike.
Why do you do that to me? Okay, so tell us a little bit about the practice, Family First Chiropractic, especially the name Family
Right.
First. That obviously denotes something a little bit special.
It does. The reason that we named it that is because, especially for my own family, and I grew up with a typical Italian grandmother, and the big dinners on the weekend, and that kind of thing. The family really does have to be first, and with regard to health, your whole family needs to be well, not just one person. So that's where we get into, especially as we educate our patients, lifestyle, something as simple as a sleeping habit, that nutritional component. How often you're moving, those kind of things. It's got to be bigger than just that one little symptom that we're addressing. And families are that.
And so you're touching on something that is, when the layperson thinks about chiropractors and chiropractic, they think about the spine.
Right.
But you're talking about a lot more than just the spine.
We are. The nervous system is the backbone, if you will, of what we do. It has to be intact for you to be functional, but the nervous system expresses its issues in a whole variety of ways, from digestive disturbances to how well your gait is. Our runners come in here and go, "Hey, I noticed my knees bother me. I think on my turns I'm having an issue." If that's a pure knee issue, that's one thing, and we address that because chiropractors work in extremities, not just spines. At least we do here. That's part of our sports work. But the nervous system's controlling that knee. So, we can talk about changing the light bulbs till the cows come home, but if the breaker is off, then we're going to have a whole different set of issues. So we're looking at that whole thing, whether it's a child or an adult.
And you do a lot of work with children.
We do. The office is 50% pediatric. Not because kids have headaches and back pain, but because the statistics on children, by the time they're 5, I believe it is, they're going to have 3,000 falls. So adjustments are incredibly low force. People think of the big twisting moves. Those are totally safe. I don't do much of it, but I have a few people that works for. And that is important. You got to find the right technique for the injuries that's in front of you. But kids are going to have a lot of falls. So if we can have an impact on the nervous system with such a light touch, all those falls are having the same impact in a negative direction.
Yeah, but I would think that parents are reticent to take their kids in. I mean, normally they're very careful. They don't want to overfix a problem.
Right.
Unless it's really broke, we're not going to take our kid in. We're not going to take Johnny or Katie in. So, I mean, how do you address the majority of those concerns, which I'm sure you hear quite a bit?
You know what? I don't hear it as much as I used to. I got to tell you, the best compliment I ever got in this office was, "You do see adults, don't you?" Because we've really become known as the pediatric office. I have other chiropractors in the area that I'm friends with, and they'll actually bring me their kids, which to me is a huge honor. Parents are becoming more educated than they ever were, certainly more than when I was a child for what my parents knew. Because of that, and because they are more educated, they are seeking that and becoming a little more proactive than they have been. But yeah, I do get that question sometimes, and it goes back to simple education. You take your children to the dentist and get their teeth cleaned on a regular basis so you don't have cavities.
Right.
If all your teeth fall out, you wouldn't die. If you develop the same kind of cavities in your spine, which is arthritis, and 10% of 10-year-olds have arthritis, it's a much bigger issue. So through that education process, because we do regular classes and it's open to the public, I think people are starting to understand, hey, there's more to it than I thought.
So as part of your message, especially of kids, trying to treat kids proactively so that they don't develop, because normally anything when it comes to doctors and medicine, it's reactive. Something's wrong and I need to fix it.
It's reactive. You're exactly right, and that's become, I think that's the old model, and because people are getting educated, they're understanding better that a reactive model is not really the best model. If it's trauma, there's nothing you can do. If they fell down the steps, they fell down the steps. Get them checked. But we know for sure that being proactive, especially in care like this, has a huge impact to the point that people under regular chiropractic care have immune systems functioning higher than people are considered to be well, but not under care. That stat alone, and that research has been going on since the late 80s, early 90s, is huge. So it gives us the ability to validate being proactive and to help parents understand what that looks like.
Right. So how young is too young? Or is it too young?
My
to bring
youngest patient that is not my child was 4 minutes old. That child was the child of another chiropractor I was friends with, and she was pregnant. And she said, "Hey, look, I'm in delivery mode here," and she was having a home birth. And she's not too far from here, and she said, "Hey, can you come and check him when she gets here?" And I said, "I'll be right over." So that was, again, a huge honor to be able to evaluate. And people would go, "Why would you be checking a kid?" The stress put upon a spine or a nervous system or a body in a normal birthing process is significant. Children are going to triple the size of their nervous system their first year of life. Making sure they're doing it in the most healthy way possible is a big deal. And so I adjusted my wife all the way through her pregnancy, and I adjusted her during her delivery process, and I adjusted my kids when they came out. So it isn't too young. I think the big thing is, what does the technique look like? Most people think we're going to, again, be doing these big movements on children.
Right.
Pediatric chiropractic requires additional training. There's specializations in chiropractic like any other healthcare field. Pediatric adjusting looks very different. Sometimes it's a simple fingertip, it's a light contact, so this is an activator, one of the things we use with kids, and very simply, I'll put my finger on the area that I'm going to adjust, and I go right over top of that, and I make a quick click. The kids call it a pogo stick for that
It looks
reason.
like it. Here, let me feel that.
Turn your hand over.
Okay.
This is extremely low force.
It sounds worse than it actually
It
is.
does.
Because
It's
it's a snap.
extremely low force.
Yeah.
But this
like a
is,
tap.
that is, it's all it is. And this thing just sets and then it releases. If I'm working on somebody bigger, because I will use this on adults, because of my background in sports, I was going into sports medicine more than anything as a chiropractor. And then we had kids. And so anybody who has children knows that kind of changes your life.
Right.
So halfway through my training, I really kind of adjusted my focus, but I had done over a year's worth of additional schooling on sports. I like this in the extremities because it's just a whole lot gentler than me putting my bony thumb in there to adjust you or my finger stuff. It's just nicer, it's gentler, it's easier. So whether we're working on feet or knees or ankles or shoulders, we'll use this, but on kids it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very, very gentle.
Fitness is brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, helping you achieve your maximum expression of life. Visit familyfirstchiro.net.
Sunnybridge Natural Foods is your health food and natural products store. We offer natural, organic, and local foods, produce, meat, special diet items, and quality supplements. All items baked in our dedicated gluten-free bakery are made fresh, in-house daily from scratch. Join us in our cafe where your lunch and organic juices are made to order. Hi, I'm Gina. We welcome you to cross the bridge to a healthier lifestyle here at Sunnybridge Natural Foods.
Hey everyone, it's Dallas Kalushian from DallasKFitness.com. Get ready for this week's fitness training tip. So this week's fitness training tip, I want to focus on upper body. And I really want to concentrate on the triceps because it's one of our most underused muscle group in the body. So today's exercise I want to show you is on the cable machine, and it's known as the tricep rope pull down. I picked this one because it's a pretty popular exercise. You've probably seen people doing it before in the gym, but sometimes their form is off. So I want to show you the way to do it to where you're going to get the maximum results, feel confident, and of course you don't get hurt. So notice when I'm pulling the rope down, I always stop at my waist. A lot of people you'll see, they go all the way up to their chest, and that takes the arms out of the effective movement. So when I come up, I always stop right at the waist and keep my arms locked in. The most important thing about this exercise is making sure that you always keep your elbows in and the rope really close to your body. Notice how when I'm coming down, I always hold the rope outward for a second and squeeze. That way it really targets the muscle and makes it burn. Today I used a weight that's comfortable yet still challenging enough for me to get 12 to 15 reps because I'm trying to keep my arms defined, lean, toned, but still small. So if you're trying to gain muscle, it's better off to do something like a burnout set where you're getting 6 to 8 reps and you can increase the weight all 3 sets. So that's it for triceps. I'll definitely be showcasing and demonstrating some more tricep exercises in the future, but for now, go ahead and try that one. If you have any other questions on customized training plans, feel free to contact me at DallasKFitness.com.
You know, eating healthy doesn't have to be bland and boring. In fact, it can be downright tasty. Gina Snyder of Sunnybridge Natural Foods gave me a tour and showed me that you can make some good choices without sacrificing good taste. Yeah, so let's take a look at the store, see what you have all around here. I see the fresh produce.
Organic produce, yep.
Right.
Some local.
Now explain exactly what is organic?
Organic.
I mean, everyone knows it's good, it's more natural things, but what is organic?
Organic is a method of growing, which includes no pesticides, no hormones. Everything is as nature intended.
Like natural, so it's natural, naturally.
But quite a few steps forward, more than that.
Okay, all right. We know it's good for you.
Yes.
That's what I know.
Right.
Right.
And then there's green juices and kombuchas. People are really into the kombuchas. And local eggs. We do have the local eggs that we've passed up already.
Cage-free.
Yes, free range, cage-free, yes. No hormones, no antibiotics. And then we also have one variety that's also soy-free. Some people can't do soy.
Soy-free eggs?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't know there was soy in eggs.
Well, it depends on what the chicken eats.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that, you hear this, but I don't think people take this into account a lot, is just because it's healthy, though, doesn't mean you can just eat as much as you want. You still need to, moderate.
Right, everything, that's what I say, everything in moderation.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, one of the things that I love about your store is that you don't just have granola and, things that are traditionally just health foods, but you have a wide variety of foods that go in every recipe, like your milks, your cheeses, and things like that. And here we see this great cheese.
There's a lot in here, right? So in here we have raw milks, cow milk and goat milk.
So that means non-pasteurized,
Right.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's raw.
So what are the health benefits of raw milk versus pasteurized milk?
Digestion is a big one.
Okay.
Yeah, people that can't drink regular milk can drink the raw milk.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
I love too that you have bacon.
Mm-hmm.
It's uncured turkey bacon. You have other kinds of bacon because let's face it, bacon is beautiful. It tastes great, but there's a healthier version of bacon too, right?
Right. Doesn't have the nitrates
Well, that's good.
and the
too.
sulfites. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I love bacon.
Oh, now this just came out. This is a new local Greek yogurt. It's organic too, from a local spot.
Nice.
It just came out like 2 weeks ago. So,
Multiple flavors.
Yes, multiple flavors.
A lot of these products come from suggestions from your customers.
Some do.
Some do.
Yeah, some. We kind of know our customers, so we know what they're looking for. We try new things. So we have everybody likes ice cream. So again, we have the dairy ice cream and we have the non-dairy ice
Right.
creams.
And some interesting flavors like avocado ice cream.
Yeah. So some of the things that we might have that maybe some of the other stores don't have, and again, it's because we go and we search for things.
Right.
We want to have and offer our customer different things. And then here's our local meats. We have.
See, I'm a meat eater, so
Yeah.
this speaks to me.
Yeah, and this is exactly what they look like. They're beautiful.
So these meats, these are different from the supermarket meats, right?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Well, these are local, again,
Okay.
like I said. Plus, they are free range. They come from free range animals. There's beef and pork. No antibiotics, no steroids, none of that.
Natural,
Yeah,
again, right.
Very raised stress-free on on acres of property.
So Gina, thank you so much for showing us around and showing us some of your products. You guys have so much here at Sunnybridge, whether it's non-GMO, gluten-free, whatever, soy-free, organic, they've got everything. So I invite all you guys to come down and check out what they have here at Sunnybridge. We'll come back next week and talk about some other products that help you attain and maintain good health. That's supplements. More on Fitness on Fox right after this. Fitness is brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, helping you achieve your maximum expression of life. Visit familyfirstchiro.net.
Welcome to Family First Chiropractic, where we've been helping athletes, whole families, and those with special needs in the South Hills reach their maximum expression of life for over 15 years. My name is Dr. Jonas Mary, and I believe that health and wellness is not an activity, it's a lifestyle. As a result, Family First Chiropractic has partnered with Fitness Television to support a healthy lifestyle in our area. For more information on how Family First Chiropractic can help you reach a whole new level of brain and body-based wellness, contact us today and we'll get you on the road to a healthier lifestyle.
I've only been training for a little bit over a year now. I initially wanted to start competing. That's why, I started training to get myself into shape. Eventually, I had some help to try to prepare me to do the bikini, NPC bikini. I saw a lot of hot girls up there looking fit, looking great and glamorous, but still feminine, and that's what I wanted to do. I work out about 5 to 6 days a week. If I would only pick one exercise for the rest of my life, it really is difficult to choose because I love leg workouts and glute workouts. There's so many. I can say maybe the leg kickback. The leg kickback, it really helps building the glutes, lifting the booty. So I'll say the kickback, yeah. My biggest distraction of maintaining fit is food, crappy food. I love to eat. I love, love, love to eat. There's so many different exercises that I do that I see results from doing with different muscle groups. But with every muscle group that I have, I use a specific exercise for. My favorite one, like I said before, is the kickback. It mainly targets the glutes. As opposed to squatting, it takes a lot of full body energy, but the kickback just simply targets the glutes, the gluteus maximus, minimus, and so on and so forth. My best feature is my booty. I love my booty, I do. All right. My favorite body part to train are my glutes, my legs. I have extremely strong legs and I take pride in them. But yes, my legs and my glutes. Oh, that's my favorite post-workout meal is white rice, chicken, sweet potato, anything with carbs, but I have to have chicken. I love chicken. What do I see at the gym that really bothers me? There's a lot. Usually I would get distracted sometimes by just people approaching just people approaching me. I would get distracted by the weird looks. So I decided to just put in my headphones, put on my cap, and I just don't make any eye contact with anyone. Because the minute that I look up, I always end up making eye contact because someone's always waiting to waiting for that contact, and you just don't want it. You don't want it. The best advice I can give to someone who is trying to achieve getting into a better shape is just think about results. And I always say, consistent results derives from consistent actions. If no matter how much you fall off or how many times you've fallen off the wagon, what's important is how you bounce back. The worst pickup line that I've ever heard from a guy was, I was literally doing my little glute workout, not paying any attention, listening to my music, and then some guy comes up to me, and I had no idea. I thought he had a question, but I could already tell from his weird grin on his face. He goes, it's not fair to the rest of us with what you're doing over here. And I had no clue what to do, except I didn't know if I should say thank you. I didn't know if I should say buzz off. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, thank you. I said thank you to myself, but I just didn't know what to do. If I could take one supplement, it's really difficult to say because there are so many good supplements out there. The important thing to me is using something that's very effective, because there are certain supplements that you cannot take when you are 5 weeks out from a show and you have to drop them. And the best thing you can do is, try to consume as much protein as you possibly can, the right way, of course, balanced and all. But it really is difficult to pinpoint a right supplement. Just something that does not have high fat or high sugar. That's what I would recommend. The most common question that I've been asked at the gym is, how did you get this way? How do you maintain a fit body? How do you deal with dieting? At home eating. I'm most proud of what I have accomplished. Oh, machine, booty work. I feel like my day's not complete. Yeah.
Welcome to this week's Healthy Skin Tip brought to you by the Skin Center. This week's tip is all about stress and how it affects the skin. We all have stress in our lives, whether it's work, kids, or relationships. How we deal with these situations and how we feel on the inside can really affect how we look on the outside. Constant stress can break the body down and cause a chemical response that makes the skin more sensitive and reactive. It can make it harder for the skin to heal and even worsen existing problems such as eczema and psoriasis. Exercise, yoga, and breathing techniques are all known to be great ways to relieve stress, but any type of physical activity helps. During exercise, your body releases chemicals called endorphins, the happy hormone, which triggers a positive feeling in the body. And a happy body is a healthy body, which ultimately shows in your skin. That's it for this week's Skin Health Tip brought to you by the Skin Center. If you have a skin question you would like us to answer, Send us an email or contact the Skin Center for more information.
Hey everyone, this is our one-on-one time in the show where we want to give you all the feedback and advice that we can on any of the health and fitness related questions that you guys have. Today I have a letter from Stephanie, who's from Cranberry. It reads, "Dear Dallas, I have always done cardio, but from watching the show, I now know how weight training for women is actually more beneficial in getting me into the curvy shape I have always wanted. I tried some of your training tips at the gym, and wow, it felt great, but I was so sore afterwards. I have always heard that you should listen to your body, so I am confused about how much I should rest when I'm sore, if at all. I ended up skipping the next few days at the gym, and I know that's not the right thing to do. How can I get over the soreness and still have a good workout?" So Stephanie, don't let being sore deter you from getting back to the gym. Just use it as proof that you got a great workout and you work the muscles that you were intended to work. You are right though, you definitely want to listen to your body. And the best thing to do is design a split program. So you have your days of active training days and rest days. Normally, the best thing to do is 3 to 4 days of intense training followed by a rest day. So you get about 2 of those a week. Another thing you can do is invest in a foam roller, which you can find at a lot of the local sports stores. You can do it directly after the workout along with stretching or the next day because it really helps release muscle tension. So obviously when we're at the gym and we're breaking our muscles down, that's what gives us the sore feeling, and we then need to fuel it. And by that I mean not only with a protein shake, there's actually supplements called glutamine, which is an unflavored powder that you can put right in with your protein shake, and that helps aid in faster muscle recovery. Staying hydrated is critical, but there's also a lot of foods that provide us with the nutrients that will help our muscles recover faster, such as sweet potatoes and bananas. If you're still curious or you have any other questions on anything we talked about today, feel free to reach out to me on my website at dallaskfitness.com, where I also provide online coaching.
Well, that is it for this week's episode of Fitness. We hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Special thanks go out to Family First in Sunnybridge. We hope you learned as much as we did on our visits. For the rest of the crew and staff of Fitness TV, I'm Mike Lee here at Legends of Pittsburgh Fitness and Performance Center. I'm going to work out some more. We'll see you next week. Come back right here, Fitness on Fox. See you guys.